welcome to the WAQ Show. I'm your host, TJ.
I am Evil Emperor Matt.
I'm Dan.
And we're talking about supervillains in a way today, and Matt will kick us off and what it is.
Yes, we are talking about supervillain personas and stupid superpowers. I will start us off with a stupid superpower because I think about this one a lot. I wish that I had the ability to teleport things that I find that belong to somebody else into their mouth. Specifically, the applications of this would be, so I'm a better person than most of you.
Wow.
In that when I'm walking and I see a piece of litter, and within the range of that piece of litter, I can also see a trash can, I will pick up the litter and take it to the trash can. I wish that I could touch that piece of litter and teleport it into the litterer's mouth. Because fuck you if you don't have the common decency to throw your goddamn trash away. Another instance is using apartment laundries. Fuck you if you don't empty out the fucking dust trap in the dryer. I wish that I could teleport the fucking lint into your stupid fucking gob. You fucking mongoloid.
Jesus.
Just like, I have no patience for people not putting in the smallest amount of effort to make the world a better place. Picking up your litter, emptying out your dust trap, these are communal things. Not enough people treat it like a communal thing. They're just like, man, it's somebody else's problem. I don't have to clean it out. It's not mine.
Yeah.
And fuck them. Fuck them all.
Yeah.
It brought me back to my college days of when I did laundry. And I would do it at like 2 or 3 in the morning when everyone was asleep. Because I would use like 14 of the washers. I would have everything separated out.
Okay, I was going to ask, are you separating your shit or you just don't do your laundry for 2 months?
No, it was like white t-shirts, colored t-shirts, nice clothes, jeans, other pants.
Bro, I just
socks.
throw all that shit in one thing and go. Holy crap.
The most I will do
I had it all separated
is
out.
if a piece of clothing says don't warm wash or gentle wash or something like that, I will wash those together. That's the most I'll do. Everything else is just in one machine.
It was partially because the washers and dryers were also small.
Fair.
Your power definitely sounds more like an anti-hero power, because like you're doing it to punish those who have done something, while petty, wrong.
Yeah, but I'm also going to touch dog shit and teleport it into the owner's mouth. And I'm getting absolute joy out of their horrified discomfort.
I guess the joy portion is what makes you a villain.
Yeah, no, I fucking hate these people. And I want them to suffer because of their... It's what is essentially a mild inconvenience. But realistically, with the dryer lint thing, it is simply a mild inconvenience to me. And it means I have to empty out the lint thing twice instead of once. Because I empty it out when I'm done with my fucking laundry. But for the littering thing, if everybody had that littering mentality, then the fucking place would be covered in litter. But because half of us are doing it right, the other half can do it wrong, and it's not as bad.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah. All right. I just thought of maybe a funny supervillain
Go
power.
for it.
That'd be cool to have if I was going to be a villain. And it would be essentially the equivalent to GTA when you have the stars, but then you go hide and they go away. So it would be to do something wrong, but then you could just hide real quick. And then it would be like you never did it.
So like,
does that make sense?
you could just get really angry at somebody, slap them, and as long as you can break line of sight for long enough, they'll forget and you can walk back up and they're like, oh, hi, TJ. What's up?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Able to just remove event permanency from fucking people's memories, okay?
Just rob a bank, and if you can manage to hide, you're fine.
That's what I was thinking. Oh man, that'd be great. That'd be an awesome superpower though.
That would be wild. You walk in, rob the bank, shut yourself in the vault, then start just wait for people to forget. Then start screaming like, "Help! Help! I'm trapped in here!" And they get you out and they're like, "How long were you in there, sir?" "I don't know. It was a long time." "All right, I'm gonna leave. Don't mind the bag."
Oh God.
And there would never be evidence. Be awesome.
I think
Yeah.
my power, like, cause we're doing like goofy, petty powers. I think
I think you could do whatever stupid power you want.
Yeah, but it's got to be a stupid power, right?
Yeah.
I think definitely one that's on the table for me is the power to change your online screen name to your actual real name, if I so choose.
Like of the person?
Like somebody shit posting on a forum and like being a piece of crap. I can be like, that person isn't, Balls Deep 69 anymore. That person is Joe Ferrero, and everyone knows your real name now, and they can be like, "Fuck you, Joe." It's like, it just makes it a little bit more personal,
Oh my God.
Ferrero's a stupid name.
Hold on. I think you just found the answer to solve like riot problem.
Yeah, or just internet
like,
bullying,
you
able to like fucking drop it down a notch. Yeah.
But think about like internet troll. That'd be harder to do online maybe. But like for gaming, like if you get, instead of being banned, it reverts to your real name. That'd be nice.
You slap that GG Easy in at the end of the match. Next match you start, what? Why is my name, Bob Blorb? It's like, oh God, no, everybody knows now. It's like, it's generally innocent. Cause I mean, realistically, if you have a Facebook, somebody can go find you, kind of thing. So it's not that hard. Believe me, it is not hard to find information about people online if you're really trying.
That's true.
So it's kind of like an innocent fuck you, I guess. But
we'd be a heck of a trio.
That would definitely be on the table. I think I can come up with a few more pretty good ones.
I've got another quite malicious and
let's hear it.
I would adore to have the ability to just remove somebody from the world, like from everything for a day. And then the next day, everybody... So basically, I would pick somebody and be like, you're gone for the next 24 hours. And they're just gone. The world exists completely and utterly without them from this point on. So that people could see how much better their life was without somebody. And then they come back the next day. And everybody remembers, oh yeah, you existed. And we just got to experience a day without you. It was better. Fuck you.
So the people would know. Ooh, that's interesting.
See, I looked at that as like a totally different interpretation of like helping people who feel...
I could use it to help.
Yeah, because
I could also use it to hurt.
I feel like that power would be really good if like someone doesn't feel like people care about them or something, and you can be like, well, here, take a day off, snap them out of existence, and then when they come back, like they'd be able to watch like how people are upset that they're gone, or how people's lives are worse instead of better.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, depending on the person I remove, I'm not saying that they have to recognize how their lives were improved by the absence. I'm just saying I can make them gone for 24 hours and nobody remembers them. Nobody's like worried that they're gone. But then they come back and they're like, oh, you were gone all of yesterday. This is how it changed things. Were they better? Were they worse?
It'd be very interesting. Like, I find that as a fascinating, like, social experiment thing.
Not naming any names, but remove, odd political figure A or B, and suddenly things go way better or way worse, and you're like, wow, that was different.
Yeah, I was thinking remove celebrity X or Y from the planet. Yeah. That would be nice. That's a very like thought-provoking kind of power.
Yeah. Like it. And yet still not, it still qualifies as stupid because it really doesn't do anything.
Couldn't like take over the world with that kind of thing.
I feel like so far mine's the most useful, like pushing it outside of stupid.
Yeah, no, if we want to do like legit superpowers or supervillain powers we wish we had or we would pick if we were like building our own superhero or supervillain, then I've got loads of those. But as far as like petty dumb powers, or just like stupid powers, I definitely feel like being able to glitch out vending machines would be one for me. It's like you pay the money, get your goods, and then cause it to spit like an extra good out or like your money back. That would be pretty dope. And I guess that's just kind of like really baby tier stealing in a way.
But people would love having that.
the shitty caveat to it is like you still have to pay the first time. Like you have to have the money to get it to work.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be bad if you got the money back? Because then you could just keep rebuying.
Yeah, all you would need to live was a quarter. Well, I guess nowadays it'd be a couple quarters, but yeah.
I mean, it also wouldn't be much of a life living out of a vending machine.
That's true. You just like scout out and map out all the best vending machines in your area. Just do circuits.
Yeah, like this one's got, the premium drinks. This one's got like sandwiches and shit. That one's got underwear. I've heard Japan's vending machine game is top tier.
God.
So
yeah, it's pretty well, dude. They have these little cans of iced coffee from vending machines. They're so bomb. Oh my god.
That sounds yummy.
They also have
like
red bean paste juice, and that's not. I did not find that yummy.
Not yummy.
I'm okay with red bean paste. It's got to be a very specific presentation of it, though.
Ooh,
I don't know if I've ever had it.
That's another good stupid power. The ability to make the person who served you food taste the meal the way you're tasting it. So if they like spit in your food or do some dirty ass shit to it, or it's just made really shittily, then like the server also has to taste that the way you're interpreting the taste. I think that would be pretty good.
That's a good one. Or just to make people see themselves the way that a group around them sees them.
That would be cool. Like a mirror effect.
That's again one of those like really enlightening kind of powers.
Yeah, like when a Karen starts going ape shit, you can just look around and see everybody around her rolling their eyes and getting really awkward and like, is this bitch really doing this shit? Like, I really wanted to believe that these people only existed on the internet, but no, they're real. They're out there bitching about nothing.
When memes become life.
Matt, the superhero, supervillain, the enlightened one.
I mean, most of my like stupid power fantasies are just ways to force bad people to suffer because I think it will ultimately make the world a better place. But I definitely like the bad people suffering part.
Yeah.
Like,
but I don't think anyone disagrees with that.
I mean,
either.
I'm sure that there are plenty of people out there that don't want anybody to feel bad ever. They just want them to stop making other people feel bad. But I certainly see a revenge part of it. Like, you've done sufficient damage to society with your behaviors. You need to be punished.
Makes sense.
What I do want to ask though. Unless you guys, do you have any other stupid stuff?
I'm sure I'll come up with one eventually.
Yeah, this is kind of like coming up with it while we're going.
Okay, I want to ask if you could pick one actual like supervillain thing that's been created, like a good one, or strong one. What would it be that you would want to have?
I mean, does it have to be a supervillain's power? Or are we not just talking about superpowers?
It could be it could be a superpower. I'll say mine would be I'd want the Death Note.
Yeah, no, the Death Note's a good one. Definitely had lots of high school fantasies about having a Death Note.
I'd be like, I would consider that would be a cool one, and I would think about using it, but at the same time, like, you're still gonna feel that guilt. You know you're responsible for those people's deaths. Like, at a certain point, that is gonna wear you down, kind of thing.
I feel like as long as I can convince myself this is definitely for the greater good, I at least I'd have to maintain a certain frame of mind, but I think I could get past it. Like if I'm only killing like, you know, Osama bin Laden and shit like that.
Yeah, the worst of the worst kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you know you're gonna be tempted to be like, oh, that fucking bitch cut me off in traffic today.
But
it was a really bad day to use your last name on your license plate, bitch.
So what do you guys got then?
Yeah, this actually falls into the power I wish I had. It's kind of like God, what was his name? The villain from Heroes. Is he like Silas? Was that his name? Basically
the guy that could look at people's brains and figure out how their powers worked and take them.
Oh, no. I must be getting it. Oh no, I think this one was from Jessica Jones or whatever that show was. Basically the power to make somebody do exactly what I tell them to do, kind of thing.
Oh, Kilgrave.
Yeah,
Kilgrave. Okay.
That's
yes, that's Jessica Jones.
Purple Man.
David Tennant.
Yep.
Yeah, I like you guys know I love to fucking talk. The most beautiful sound in the world is my voice, kind of thing. Which I don't actually think that it's just commentary, I swear.
It's just true.
Just funny to say.
Yeah. But I love to talk. I consider myself reasonably charismatic. I can make a good arguments kind of thing. So and my entire life has been designed around communicating, so why not have the power that is the
PowerPoint?
The most enhanced form of communication, the most convincing form of communication. I am right, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that
I
would
think
be fitting.
the caveat to it isn't just controlling people, but controlling fates. So like if I say, for example, Matt, you're going to have a brownout and it's going to disconnect you from this recording in 5 minutes, that happens, kind of thing. Like if I intentionally will an event to happen by verbally stating it, whether it's controlling someone's actions or causing it to happen, kind of thing.
Okay. You said that, my stomach dropped, and I started looking at the clock, and I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, it didn't happen. Excellent. Great.
I mean, I said 5 minutes, not 5 seconds.
Oh, I thought you said 5. Well, thanks, Dan. Now I have to think about this for 5 more minutes.
Let me know.
Son of a bitch.
Let me know if it happens, so I can, use my
You'll
powers.
know when I fucking stop talking.
But yeah, that I guess that's more like fate weaving with words more than like controlling people. Because then I could use that for good or evil. I'd be like the ultimate neutral.
Yeah. That's kind of how mine was too. It could be used for good or evil, depending on how you look at it.
Most powers fall into that category. You know, if you have laser vision, that could be used for good or evil.
That's pretty true. Just depends on how you use it.
So mine, if you know me, it's not hard to guess. It would be immortality.
Yeah.
Specifically the immortality where I could kill
yeah.
myself at the end, so that after I live 100,000 years, I'm like, all right, I'm finally okay with death. It took a while, but I'm there.
So here's a question for you then: immortality or invulnerability?
So here's an answer. It's way easier to just say immortality. And ideally, it would be immortality and vulnerability where like only I can hurt myself to death at will. But if we're being... That was going to be a stupid thing I was going to say. I was going to say if we're being realistic, I wouldn't get both. But if we're actually being realistic, I'm not getting any of these.
Yeah, fair.
But the alternate insane power that I've read in a manga would be the ability to have real life save points and immortality sort of through that. So my life wouldn't last any longer than a standard human life, but I would be able to make a save point shrine where if I died, I respawned at that specific point in time with all the memories I just had. So I could do things like, lock myself in a room for a week and just study something and then kill myself and respawn back to the beginning of the week with all the knowledge I've just gained. Or go to the racetrack and watch the horses and see who's going to win and kill myself and bet on the right horse and make money.
That is a really interesting.
It's just a convoluted form of time travel.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Well, I guess time travel doesn't reset your biological,
Yeah, no, this would reset my biological clock. So I could have infinite time, but not in time.
Within a specific timeline.
I could have infinite time myself.
Yeah, well, all good powers have drawbacks, right? So what would be the drawback to that? Would you get a scar every time you killed yourself?
The drawback would be if you broke my shrine, I would just actually die. Because that's what the drawback is in the manga. They have to have their shrine. If you break their shrine and then kill them, they're actually dead.
I think that's a drawback. But
the scar thing is interesting.
I think living within the same timeline is a drawback too. Because you can never extend past that then. So you're stuck with once you do everything within that timeline, you're still stuck.
I could see somebody who's looped like that hundreds and hundreds of times, who they basically know when everything's going to happen and what's going to happen in that timeline, so there's nothing new in life for them anymore. I could see that being that would take a lot of runs, don't get me wrong, but yeah. I could see that.
Yeah.
Or what if I'm just what if I just set up my save point and then a nuke hits and I die and go back to my save point? I'm like, all right, I've got 3 minutes until the nuke hits. Can't get out of here. I'm stuck.
And that's happened before in games for me.
Yeah, I've had similar events.
I've saved and then been stuck. That really sucks.
There's also the thing
the turnaround for that one would be to put yourself closer to the epicenter of the nuke than your shrine is in those 3 minutes. Or, further away, excuse me. That way your shrine is annihilated by the explosion before your body, so then you would permanently die. So you wouldn't be consistently living a 3
I guess, yeah.
Boom. I got you. You're good.
The other bittersweet part of this power is part of the reason I want to live forever, or at least for much, much, much longer than a human is supposed to, beyond being afraid of death, is I don't think we're gonna get to the kind of things I'm interested in my lifetime. I would love to have a robot body. I want to see people I want to see Ghost in the Shell. I want to see a world where the grand majority of people are brains in a machine that are powering a human-shaped robot.
Yeah.
We're not going to get to that in my lifetime.
There's a lot of things
and so if I had
like that for me, I agree.
Yeah. If I had this superpower,
I'm with you.
I wouldn't my life wouldn't go any further, so I would still be 80, still having my save points. Boy, it sure does look like we're going to get to robots in
here's the wild thing
in 50 years, but I'm not going to make it.
Here's the wild thing we need to think about with this power, though, is what if you taught yourself how to make a thing that shouldn't exist for 80 years from when you made your save point, and then you kill yourself, go back with the knowledge on how to make that thing and create it 80 years early? Could you then technically change that period of time by continuously looping back with new technological advancements and causing them to begin earlier? How?
Yeah.
It would be really arduous process, and not every time would work. Sometimes ideas just won't catch on, kind of thing. But it'd be interesting.
Yeah, there'd also be the fact that if I wanted to become a cancer researcher, I could just test on myself.
Yeah.
And not worry about it killing me because I'll respawn.
So that's the hard part would be having to rebuild each time, because nothing would be saved except for
you can make
knowledge.
Yeah, no, and also that'd be the long con. Fuck, what would I do? At 20, make a save point. go to a horse race, just kind of build up a couple $1 million, and then
Make another save point. Start from
yeah,
there.
make a save point after I have a fortune, and just get to work.
Yeah, I would probably do something along those lines.
Like, also,
And
here's something I've thought about a lot. If I became immortal tomorrow, the first thing I do is start learning economics.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like, step one, figure out how to invest.
I said Death Note because I was thinking supervillain, but Immortal was also, that's my top choice for anything. And if I ever became immortal, then my first thing I would do is live life normally until the age that I would have died at, for the sake of my loved ones. So I would live my lifetime, and then I would disappear, and then I would come back.
So,
Does that make
yeah,
sense?
You
no,
basically give
he-
them closure in a way, kind of thing.
here's something
Yeah.
I've always, like, every time I say I want to live forever, everybody, they attack you with the, oh, you want to look at all your loved ones die? And I'm always like, yeah, I don't really think you understand. This is a fear. It's not really rational. Yes, I am more okay with watching my loved ones die at 80 than I am with myself dying. Yes, that is what that means, to be afraid of death. So how do you rationalize that, TJ? Are you afraid of death? Like, if you want to be immortal, are you just, okay with dealing with that at some point?
I am. So, I thought of, when I think about immortality, in a way I think of God being real and that he would grant it to me.
Mhm.
And the deal would be that if I cross the line, like within our contract, then he takes it away.
Mhm.
So it's not that I'm afraid of death. It was more of like, because I want to better the world. And the only way I can see truly doing that is having the time to do that, to learn everything needed
Mhm.
to make the right decisions, to help guide humanity in the right way. Is kind
Two
of how I see it.
incredibly different approaches to immortality. Mine is very greedy and self-centered, and yours is very selfless.
And I mean, when I say learn everything, I mean learn everything. Like, I'd go to the monks and learn that style. I would learn, through
You learn physics and chemistry
All
and
of everything.
spirituality of like so many different shades.
So then it would take me a couple centuries to learn it all, probably, and then start implementing from wherever that time point is. Although your save point would be a good way to do it too,
Yeah.
because then you could start from that time and then adjust. So yeah, that's kind of how I see it for myself, anyways.
See,
But it'd be a lonely path.
like
though.
the whole don't die thing. That's not even on the radar for me. It's like, yeah, that'd be handy, but like, I don't know. I guess I don't feel that higher goal of needing the time to do that. And I guess I don't have the fear of, eventually it's all going to come to an end kind of deal.
Which is fair.
I think I'd rather
Yeah.
just have fun while I can. And if that can be aided by having a power, then I'm going to pick something that'll make me, able to do what I want to do with the time I have.
Like, if I had to not pick immortality, shape-shifting easy.
Shape-shifting. Interesting.
Yeah. Like, oh, I want to be a fucking bird, just fly over there real quick. Cool. Want to be a
True.
fish and see what that's like? Cool. Want to try out being a girl? Cool. Want to be outrageously big and buff? Done. You want to be the shortest person ever? Done.
True. I mean, if, like, on that same vein, I guess this kind of falls into, I don't know, it's like stupid kind of power, but basically just being able to control your body weight and muscle mass at will, I think would be like a great, just personal, everyday fucking take stress and anxiety out of my life power. Like,
Yeah.
not even height or anything like that. It's just like, I'm gonna be lazy, and when I'm fat, it's more comfortable to be lazy. So, or like, I need to lift this fucking car off this dude. I need to be buff. All of a sudden I can lift the back end of a car.
Man, you hit your computer chair. It's like, all right, I figured it out. This is more comfortable as a fat guy.
Yeah, well, you got more like cushion
Time
on.
to go get groceries. Time to be like kind of buff, but not too buff.
Exactly. It's like you're the perfect body shape and size and muscularity for whatever you decide to go do. Fucking.
What if it wasn't by will?
Oh, what if it was like
Just by circumstance? Like your body just changes itself to fit your circumstance.
Like a chameleon?
I almost feel like that's how it is now. In real life, if you work out, which is your circumstance, then you become stronger and healthier.
But I mean, like, literally, like, you try and lift something and you can't, and your body just, all right, well, I gotta be bigger.
Oh, like your body adapts on the spot to whatever task you're trying to do.
Yeah, like chameleons.
That'd be really interesting, especially if we expand it beyond, like, fitness and physical shape, but all aspects of a body. I need to figure out how to stop this guy from murdering this person. Boom, big brain time kind of thing.
Like, and just imagine walking along, you don't realize that anything's crazy, but all of a sudden you're like outrageously smart and your vision is fucking insane, and you're just like, oh god, what's about to happen? Why do I need this right now?
Yeah, or like all of a sudden you're hyper fast and super agile. It's like a truck is actually running down the street going to hit you, and you're like, what's happening? Holy shit. And then you need to figure it out before it happens.
It's like, that sounds like spider sense on a whole new level.
Yeah, kind of. It's
like spider morph.
Yeah, it's just like Spidey sense, but physical adaptability kind of thing. That'd be really interesting.
That sounds like a really cool comic. That would be fun to read.
Yeah, the poor dude just doesn't know what the fuck's gonna happen, but at least he's ready for it kind of thing.
Because that could be like slice of life / super.
I mean, imagine he hates it and he's just trying to search for the proper circumstances to be his old self. He's like, under what circumstances do I need to be that my self is ideal?
Bubble boy. Okay, so does it stop at like the basic functions of a human, or can he like adapt to like breathe water, like he grows gills when he needs it or something?
Sure, why not?
If he's like trapped underwater.
I would think so, yeah.
Okay, so it's like
I would think so.
it's like conditional metamorphosis kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Where so he could grow wings if he needed to fly.
But only if he absolutely needs to, I think.
Yeah. You can't do it because you want to.
Yeah.
I think that's my new power of choice, I think. I'd love to be able to like weave fate with my words, but being able to just be the best at whatever I need to do in the moment would be fucking great. I guess it's a question of how do you define need to? Like matter of life or death, or if I'm given a project and I need to be particularly creative and skilled at a certain thing to do it, do I then get that because the project was handed to me? Is that considered a required scenario? Like, how do you define that?
So here,
I
think
was gonna say that just depends on the superpower.
Yeah, which we're inventing.
The way I see it, it would be in the sense of like evolution of superheroes and stuff. I think it starts off life or death, and then as he trains,
it bleeds into more parts of his life
to adapt. Yeah, then he can have not necessarily control, but it functions
Dude,
stronger.
that's kind of horrifying though, because
kind of
that means he needs to put himself in life or death situations to practice his power at the beginning of the cycle.
Yep. So that would mean for like the wings, you'd have to jump off a really high cliff.
Fuck.
That'd be super interesting. I'd be down. I'd take that power.
Oh yeah. That'd be.
Throw me in a vat of radiation. I'm ready.
Or really test it out. Jump off a waterfall that's so high that it would kill you. So you would need the wings, but then you get the water. So then, will the wings now switch into gills?
Be interesting. You basically just like create a course of back-to-back moments that would kill a normal person to try and see how fast your adaptation kicks in between the two.
Yeah. Like, fuck. And imagine, like, you're just like, all right, well, what happens if I jump into a volcano? What do I become for that?
I
I guess wings. I guess you get wings to just not fall in the volcano.
that, or your body becomes a material that requires a heating point greater than being submerged in lava to be damaged.
Yeah.
Which I don't actually.
Which is, I have no idea what it
I believe
would be.
also, technically speaking, you are less dense than molten rock, so you wouldn't even sink.
Oh,
Yeah,
so basically the bottom. Oh, just levitation at that point then. Although you'd also need heat resistance if you're that close to lava. Man, we could theory craft some cool ass fucking superhero or superpowers, guys.
Yeah.
Maybe that should be like a sideshow we do every once in a while.
That would be cool. I'd be
Maybe
down
a
for that.
Patreon idea. Yeah, that kind of. Oh, another.
Now I'm just thinking about it too.
Another dumb power would be you had the ability to control the popularity of somebody online at will. Like not just one person, but you can select a person a day to boost or pull down their online popularity.
Take away.
Or maybe it'd be better if it was like a transfer thing. It's like you could take some of like a famous person like Kim Kardashian's Instagram followers and like move it to an unknown account and just give them like a surge of activity. And then the next day you don't do it. And the people who liked the new thing they were forcibly introduced to could stay connected to that and still go back. Like, because I think this is getting into a whole other topic. But
yeah, that would be really cool though. That'd be interesting.
I think that's honestly a shortcoming right now of society is like everyone has now found what they like and refuses to go explore new things. So all of the interest and all of the kind of like social support and functionality is stuck in these like wedges of, well, this is what I like and I don't need to look for anything else kind of thing. But that's a totally different topic. Sorry for derailing.
No, it's okay. That's an interesting power though. That'd be interesting to see. You'd be able to make a lot of money though.
Yeah.
Because you'd be like, all right, who wants to pay me to
become an influencer for a day?
Give you everybody.
Yeah, you could just be a PR specialist, and it's just your superpower.
That would be dope.
I was thinking of another funny one while we were talking about the shape shifting, because I was saying like it'd be like a chameleon in the adaptation, but just literally having the ability of a chameleon and churning colors to blend in.
Interesting.
But
yeah, I was gonna say you just have to run around naked all the time.
You could. I guess you could do your clothes and stuff too. Do like that, but it would be great for an assassin
or just somebody who's shy. You know, you don't have to murder people to make a power useful.
I was just super villain.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not murdering people, are you really doing anything?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to hit on for the supervillain superpowers?
No, but we should do an episode on sidekicks.
That would be fun.
I didn't mean that to sound as like incredulous. I'm not sure what I would say in a sidekicks episode.
I didn't even hear what you said.
Oh, I said why.
Oh yeah, what'd you say?
I don't know. It was just an idea of the moment.
I will say on your point earlier, Dan, I saw this video like a while ago, and the title was "Become Your Own Dopamine Dealer," where the idea is everybody should be focused on figuring out what they like as much as possible, exactly how to tell what they like, how to tell like the smallest indications that they will like something. And this was in relation to anime and the 3-episode rule, which is dumb and should just be the 1-episode rule, because if you get good enough at telling what you like, you can tell if you're going to like something from the first episode. You can see, writer tropes and stuff like that. And you can do that with video games and how it teaches you the game and all sorts of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like that could be a whole topic of thing. I like 3 episodes. I think that's a good rule.
I definitely like the idea of knowing what you like. The caveat to that is like, you need to also be open to finding new things that fit that same bill, which is the short.
Mhm.
That is really cool, though. It's a interesting thought. Matt coming out with all the thought-provoking stuff
know.
today.
He's got his little noodle working double time.
I like thought experiments.
So yeah. Anything else?
I'm good.
I am chilling.
So that brings us to the end of this villainous episode. Thank you for listening to the WAQ Show. I'm your host, TJ.
I was Matt.
And I'm Dan, and you're all gonna click the follow button for this podcast.
Oh yeah. Find us on all the podcast like sites, Spotify, iTunes, and everything
This is
else.
where we find out if I do or do not have that superpower.
Well, it's been 5 minutes and I didn't brown out, so
Damn it!
See you next time.
Bye.